at knife point, going to the Apple iPhone XR launch.
So you want to upgrade that Windows Home to Windows Pro, or just get killer prices on Windows Office 2016 and cheap gaming keys? Head on down to 0 and 9. Make sure you copy and paste my code from the description to get a price that's going to make you go woo!
It looks very quiet. 8 AM my appointment is. Oh, no one there. Very interested. Is there anyone there? Oh, I doubt it very much. Have they taken the chairs out? Oh, they have indeed. I'll show you a photo. Oh no, they've left them here this time. See, remember? The chairs weren't there last time. Is there any people here? Oh, there's 5 people here. Oh, look at the crowd. Oh, let's see.
Have you got? Yeah, Terry. Come on in.
Oh, he's excited. Look at him.
Thanks for waiting.
So there it is, after launch. And yeah, you can see no one there. There's like 5 people there. Swear to God, here's my phone, the orange one. Coral, whatever you want to freaking call it. That was so embarrassing. Mate, I'm half asleep. And they're all jumping out of their skin, playing this music, congratulating me, filming me and all this sort of stuff, and I'm like off my fucking chops. Oh my God, so embarrassing. I'm never doing that ever again. Ever, ever, ever. Oh God. Last time at least I come an hour later and I didn't have to suffer that pain. Oh, that was bad. The Samsung store. Oh, hello, it's empty. Samsung. Maybe you'll get a customer one day. Alright, so I've unboxed this. There you can see all the stuff. You know what comes in it. And my son took the stickers, of course. He took them out straight away. Yeah, so here is the gold coral colour. And yeah, it's not very bright here. I'm going to put some light on it later, but it looks very nice. Doesn't feel that heavy compared to the 10S Max. Feels pretty good, but it feels thickish. Feels very thickish. I will say that. Anodized aluminium on the sides looks good. One camera, of course. Of course, you get an orange or coral box as well. And the things I'm worried about this is 3 things I'm worried about. I'll just get that light away. The 3 things I was worried about, you know, the dual camera. Will I be able to use one camera? Also, the display, is the display any good? We'll find out. I'll just turn that on. Also, the haptic feedback or the lack of 3D touch, which I use all the time. I use the trackpad sort of thing when I move the cursor around. I want to see if that works and how good it works. And that's about it. Because if you have a look at this, we'll have a look at it now. The differences are, it is LCD, it's not OLED. It's less than 1080p resolution. It has the big bezels on this, of course. Single camera versus dual camera. It only has haptic feedbacks. It doesn't have 3D touch. It's only 2x2 MIMO antennas. It has 7000 aluminium on the side instead of stainless steel. Back glass isn't the strong glass that you get on the iPhone XS Max, but the front is. So you got the good glass on the front, you got the more cheaper glass, I guess, on the back. It's not as heavy duty as the one that comes on the XS. The colors, of course, you get all these colors. Same CPU, same dual SIM. Well, the eSIM, I guess in China you get the dual SIM model as well. The camera is the same apart from not having 2 cameras, and also you get the same wide stereo sound. So pretty much, you know, there's not that many things that the iPhone XS Max or XS has over this. You know, main things for me, of course, the dual camera versus one camera, you know, LCD instead of OLED, and also that, you know, that no 3D touch. So I'll show you what I mean in a sec. Let's have a look at that glorious color. Actually, don't mind it. Dodgy, you picked a good color. It looks like some sort of lipstick sort of color. Looks very nice. Okay, so they are both maximum brightness here. I can't tell a great deal of difference. And I will say, the one thing I was worried about, the screen quality. This screen quality is friggin' awesome. I have no issues with this. I'm going to put a video on it. But so far it looks freaking amazing that it's not even, 1080p. The colors, the brightness, the contrast looks pretty good. I mean, it doesn't have the pop of the OLED, but it looks beautiful. It looks really good. Alright, so they're both max brightness here, and the display does look really good, but the OLED pop and the brightness of the 10S Max is just phenomenal. It's quite a lot brighter, and the viewing angles are better too. So if you look at the LCD at the front, yeah, it looks very good. But if you look at it from an angle, yeah, the brightness really drops off. Right, I want to see if you can see this, alright? So they both look good front on, but watch when I go up, the viewing angles. Look at that LCD. So you can still see the OLED very good, very bright from these different angles. But that LCD looks good front on. Look how good it looks front on. You lift up, go on a different angle, that brightness just drops. See how dull it looks on the angle? But you look at it front on, it looks fine. So it looks great straight on, but there is a bit of fall off when you go up. So the OLED is clearly superior. I hope you can see that. But I don't have any reservations. You're not going to know any different. You're putting it next to one of the best displays. So looking at it front on, the way you're really going to look at it, it looks fantastic. I mean, they both look great, and it's not as bright. You can obviously see that. So these are both at maximum brightness now, and you can actually select 1080p on the Max, but of course it isn't really 1080p, and you can see the brightness difference there. Yeah, you can see the OLED is brighter. You can see that white is brighter. So here you can see the thickness difference. There is a big difference. Well, not a big difference, but it is chunkier. It's definitely chunkier. You can see that, and you can see that's not symmetrical on the bottom anymore. I'll show you the screen brightness in a sec, but look at the bezels. Look at the bezels. Okay, big difference in bezel size there. You can see that. So we have a chin, we have a forehead, we have ears and a notch. Woo! So here, this is one of the things I was worried about, and it's the actual best thing that's on the friggin' iPhone, this thing here. Now, I don't like it with this one. Yeah, you can go up and down. It doesn't have 3D touch, and this is the thing. You can do it on a G board, but with the G board, you can only go left and right, and it's really clunky. The iPhone one is 100 times better, but this one doesn't have 3D touch, and it really doesn't always work. Come on, work. See, this is what I mean. Come on, work. How hard do I have to friggin' press it? There we go. Do I have to swipe it or swipe? Okay, so it is working, but it's not as good as the 10S Max, which I'll show you here. All right, so with the 10S Max, you just go anywhere, because it has 3D touch, and it's just so good. It just does it all the time. Yeah, the one on there, it does work, but yeah, it's not that good. Like 3D touch is much better. So that's one thing off the list that, yeah, it's not quite up to snuff there. Like, nah, that's annoying me. What am I doing? Like, oh, now it goes. Okay, yeah, nah, it's not as good.